Strength is essentially both defined as and measured by your ability to produce force. That is what we want to do. We have force into the ground, but most of the time it's force within a muscle. Force between tendons, ligaments, and musculature. Something that we need to try and maximize through resistance training. Quite simple. When we talk about power, power is shown as the equation, very loosely, power equals force times velocity, also known as mass times velocity for force. So we're looking at how fast can we actually utilize that force, also known as rate of force development, RFD. If we look at an athletic quality, if you had to pick one quality to have, rate of force development would be the one. Being able to produce force very quickly usually means you can change direction quickly, you can jump pretty high, you can also achieve a fairly max speed because every ground contact you can produce a lot of force in a short amount of time. There is no point to being able to produce force quickly if your maximum force output is tiny, because you'll look like you're moving quickly but you ain't going very far. So it's important not just to produce force quickly, but we need to make sure you've got some force to actually put into the ground. And that's where the concept comes of, let's get strong, then let's get powerful. Now, that is a fairly traditional outlook where we block force and we block power, but it is true. People that are stronger or have a higher force capacity will typically benefit more from power and velocity training because they have a degree of strength to use. If you have an 11-year-old female, they usually have very low ability to produce force. So being quite dynamic in jumping and bounding and throwing, you're probably not going to find that they gain too much. But they also probably don't need to do much to gain strength either. Because they're so raw, simple strength exercises, they will start to accumulate strength quite quickly. Okay, so there is two factors: how much force you can produce, and then how quickly can you produce that force.